Welcome back to Prosperity Foundry, where we forge financial understanding and economic insights for the curious and responsible minds out there. Today, we're diving into a topic that often feels like the secretive puppeteer of the global economy: central banks and their role in shaping our financial landscape. Central banks might sound like a dry topic, but trust me, they're anything but. These institutions are the maestros of our economic symphony, pulling the strings that control the flow of money, the rhythm of interest rates, and the harmony of financial stability. And as we explore their functions today, you'll see just how pivotal they are to our everyday lives. Let's start with the basics. A central bank is a national institution that manages a country's currency, money supply, and interest rates. Think of it as the banker to the government and the guardian of the financial system. In the United States, this is the Federal Reserve. In the Eurozone, it's the European Central Bank, and in the UK, it's the Bank of England. Each of these institutions has its own unique mandate and toolbox, but they all share common goals: to ensure price stability, foster economic growth, and maintain financial stability. One of the primary tools central banks use is monetary policy, which involves managing interest rates and money supply to influence economic activity. Picture this: when the economy is sluggish, central banks can lower interest rates, making borrowing cheaper. This encourages spending and investment, stimulating economic growth. Conversely, when the economy is overheating, they might raise interest rates to cool things down, curbing inflationary pressures. But how do they decide when to pull these levers? Central banks rely heavily on economic data and forecasts. They analyze indicators like unemployment rates, GDP growth, and inflation trends to make informed decisions. And while these decisions might seem purely technical, they have profound impacts on our daily lives, affecting everything from mortgage rates to the price of groceries. Another critical function of central banks is acting as a lender of last resort. During financial crises, when banks face liquidity shortages and panic looms, central banks step in to provide emergency funding. This role was particularly evident during the 2008 financial crisis, when central banks around the world took unprecedented measures to stabilize the banking system and restore confidence. Central banks also play a crucial role in regulating and supervising the banking sector to ensure its safety and soundness. They set standards for capital reserves, conduct stress tests, and monitor systemic risks. This oversight helps prevent the kind of reckless behavior that can lead to financial meltdowns. Now let's talk about the often debated topic of central bank independence. In many countries, central banks operate independently of political influence, allowing them to make decisions based on economic rather than political considerations. This independence is crucial for maintaining credibility and avoiding the temptation to prioritize short-term political gains over long-term economic stability. However, with great power comes great responsibility, and central banks are not without their critics. Some argue that their policies can exacerbate income inequality, as low interest rates can inflate asset prices, benefiting the wealthy more than the average citizen. Others question the transparency and accountability of these powerful institutions. So, what does all this mean for you and me? Understanding the role of central banks is essential for making informed financial decisions. Whether you're considering a home loan, planning your investments, or just trying to grasp the economic headlines, knowing how central banks operate gives you a clearer picture of the economic forces at play. As we wrap up today's exploration, remember that while central banks might seem distant and complex, their decisions ripple through every corner of our financial lives. By staying informed, we empower ourselves to navigate the ever-changing economic landscape with confidence and foresight. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of central banks. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the fascinating world of economics and markets. Until next time, keep building prosperity, one insight at a time.